If your actions create a legacy that inspires others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you are an excellent leader. A very good afternoon, everyone. At the outset, I take this opportunity to welcome the eminent and distinguished Chief Guest, Wing Commander UD Kekre Sir, the most dynamic and passionate Honorable President, Academic Council, and CEO, JJI Group, Dr. Chandrasekhar DP Sir, the ever magnetic and vivacious Honorable Secretary, Academic Council, Dr. Mona Mehdi Ma'am, the ever poised and humbled, respected Joint Secretary, Mrs. Lalitha Kosaraju Ma'am.
I humbly welcome the eloquent and vibrant Principal Nagpur, respected Mr. Praveen Sharma sir. They were smiling and focused Principal Shamikpet, respected Mr. Srahila Tabassum ma'am. They were energetic and talented HM Kundapur, respected Mr. G. Mahesh sir. They were enduring and persisting Vice Principal, respected Mrs. Shikha Srivastava ma'am. Senior Center Manager, Jane Toddlers, Ms. Pooja Karma ma'am. Industrial Center Manager, BITS, Ms. Subbu Lakshmi ma'am. And all distinguished and illustrious guests, the coordinators, devoted educators, and mentors. On the special occasion of the 11th Investiture Ceremony of the Jain International School, Aurangabad, 2021-22.
Investiture means a formal investing of a person with authority, power, right, office, and dignity. Rights and duties go hand in hand and they empower you to discharge your roles and responsibilities judiciously and honestly.
Investiture ceremony is one of the most important ceremonies of the school. A traditional feature of JJ Group schools, eagerly awaited by all the students of the school. Years after years, it reminds us of the trust and confidence that we repose in our newly elected family.
Light and brightness has always been equated with positivity, motivation, harbinger of good, and associated with spiritual beings.
Light is a form and a symbol of age.
The lamp invokes Tamso Ma Jyotirgamaya, means the lamp leads us from darkness to light.
It burns only to give a message of peace and light to the man.
The presence of Agni ensures success.
Before studying any auspicious events or rituals, it is a tradition to light a lamp.
Flame symbolizes wisdom and knowledge.
The lamp teaches us to be upright, rise upwards, and dispel darkness.
Now, I request all the distinguished dignitaries and the JGI family to kindly join in the lightening of the lamp. Thank you all the dignitaries. Every auspicious occasion begins with the remembrance of the Almighty, who created us, who bestowed upon us innumerable blessings to lead our lives with elegance and pride. Now, Kinjal and Ria are going to mesmerize all of us by the invocation dance.
स्मरामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि वसिष्ठवामदेवादिवन्दितमागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि वसिष्ठवामदेवादिवन्दितमहागणपतिम्
Wow, what an enthralling performance. Thank you, Kinjal and Ria.
School song reverberates the ethos of the school's philosophy, and ethics brings us all together for doing the best for our school and create a conducive and healthy environment. Here come our true feelings for our school, sung by the students of TGIS Aurangabad, composed by our music maestro Shankar sir.
Wow, what a beautiful and melodic composition.
Nothing is as important as passion. No matter what you want to do with your life, be passionate. Quote unquote John Bon Jovi. Being a good leader is a balancing act. Your leadership strategy should never rely on just one type of management. It might at first feel like walking on a tightrope, but soon balancing multiple leadership attributes will become second nature and allow you to lead in multiple dimensions. And this is truly impersonated by our respected Vice Principal, ma'am. Ma'am is an embodiment of passion and poise.
A true educationist at heart and a goal-oriented dynamic leader with excellent organizational skills. Having an experience of more than 19 years in the field of education, ma'am have served many CBSE and ICSE institutions in various capacities and leadership roles.
Ma'am believes that today's children are tomorrow's nation builders. So if we take care of them today, our future is secure. She has worked closely with students of various age groups and having interactions with them, having motivated them, and having guided them on various occasions have been the most enjoyable experiences of her life.
Ma'am is a motivational speaker and designed various modules for the professional development of both students and educators. Now may I earnestly request our respected Vice Principal Ma'am for welcome address. It's over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Ishita and Harshit. When leaders are doing their best, they model the way, inspire a shared vision, challenge the process, enable others to act, and encourage the heart. Leading by example is more effective than leading by command. Good afternoon, all the eminent dignitaries, distinguished guests, my dear students, my treasured parents, and my dynamic team of TJIS Aurangabad. At the outset, it's my privilege and honor to welcome you all to the 11th Investiture Ceremony of the Jain International School, Aurangabad. I, Shikha Srivastava, the Vice Principal of the Jain International School, Aurangabad, take immense pride and pleasure to welcome the Honorable Chief Guest, Wing Commander UD Kekre sir. Sir had served our Indian Air Force. He was commissioned in 1973 and took premature retirement after 25 years. Sir is an aeronautical engineer and has got super specialty in the precision of radars. Sir, I'm highly grateful to you for accepting our invitation for being the chief guest for today's event. I humbly welcome you on the behalf of JGI management to the 11th Investiture Ceremony 2021-22. It fills my heart with gratitude and reverence to welcome Honorable President, Academic Council, CEO JGI, Dr. Chandrasekhar DP Sir, respected Secretary, Academic Council, Dr. Mona Mehdi Ma'am, respected Joint Secretary, Academic Council, Ms. Lalita Kosaraju Ma'am. I welcome humble Principal Nagpur, Mr. Praveen Sharma, jovial Principal Shamirpet, Ms. Rahila Tabassum, talented HM Kondapur, Mr. G. Mahesh, industrious Center Manager, Jain Toddlers, Aurangabad, Ms. Pooja Karwa, dedicated Center Manager, Jain Toddlers, Ms. Subulakshmi. Today is a big day as our young student leaders are going to embark on the journey of prudence and courage to lead along with the team to succeed in every decision they make for the peers and the school. This investiture ceremony is different and exciting. Different because it is virtual and exciting as we move into digital space to practice leadership skills. There is nothing innovative about this, but it shows our ability to be resilient. When most people find COVID period challenging, we are looking for opportunities to improvise our act. This evinces our resilient characteristic as we adapt to new situations successfully. You, the students of the Jain International School, Aurangabad, are resilient, responsible, and are ready to take up new challenges. You have the ability to turn challenging situations into opportunities to learn new ways of working. You are now going to join the League of Leaders. Most people assume and believe leadership is a position, but I would like you to look at leadership as who you are. Great leadership starts with self-leadership. Today, before you are invested with the crown or the badge of leadership, Let us try to figure out what is self-leadership. While leadership is to lead others, self-leadership is to lead yourself before you go to lead others. The founder of Visa credit card, D. Hawk, said, if you want to lead, invest 40% of your time in leading yourself. A school invests the time and energy for you to be leaders. Therefore, you as leaders must invest at least 40% of your time on leading yourself. Please make a note of the following keys you can take to lead yourself. First step is self-awareness. Look within yourself and find your voice, your personality, your character. Do you know yourself well enough? It is a kind of introspection. Go looking for yourself in the self-awareness process with a checklist. Prepare a characteristic or the character trait checklist. Ask all those questions on the checklist that you would expect other students, your peers, to do. For example, if you want the students you lead to follow discipline, be orderly, not use abusive language, be kind and considerate, respectful and attentive, and all the rest of it, you may to check some of the boxes in the checklist. If you draw a blank, it is because you do not have that trait. You may not be kind and considerate, but expect others to be. You now realize that you have some leadership deficit and therefore prepare a plan to overcome that lack of character trait in you. Self-awareness helps you overcome what you lack. This process empowers you to expect from others what you have succeeded in doing. You expect others to be kind and considerate. You practiced it and now you're ready to tick the box and say, yes, it is possible. I did it. You can do it too. Set an example by practicing what you preach. The second step is self-reflection. It is our practice in school towards the end of the day's work. Your teachers ask you to spend some time on reflection. It is a part of a school practice. As a leader, you may face several changes while performing your duties. Spend either a few minutes in the morning reflecting and listing out the priorities you need to address, or a few minutes in the evening to find out what went right and what went wrong in performing day's activities and duties. This daily reflection will help you sharpen your problem-solving skills. The third and the last step is self-regulation. The greatest challenge most people face in life is lack of time. Most people in positions of responsibility complain of too little time to complete too much of work. Since you will assume a position of responsibility, you need to work around your available time as a student and that as a leader. Many student leaders get mixed up and either pay attention during their own thing or doing the leadership thing. Self-regulation is to prioritize, plan, and effectively use the limited time you have. Every meeting you hold should have an agenda and record the minutes. This is your opportunity to practice leadership skills. You can practice these steps to transform yourself and to bring transformation in the school and in your peers. You can do it. And that is why you are here today, taking up the leadership badge. Before we appoint each of you as leaders of TJIS Aurangabad, by now you have realized that to be a leader, you need to transform yourself so that you can transform your peers, other students, and the school into a great school. You must also know that you need to practice ethical leadership. They say, sky is the limit. How claustrophobic. Go out there, push your limits, and be limitless. My dear students, all the best to you for your endeavors, being leaders of today and the conquerors of tomorrow. Once again, thank you everyone for gracing the ceremony with your presence. आप आए यहाँ शुक्रिया मेहमान. आप आए यहाँ शुक्रिया मेहमान. क्या कहें आपको हम हुए बेजुबान. क्या कहें आपको हम हुए बेजुबान. ये सभा हर्ष से हो गई तरबतर. ये सभा हर्ष से हो गई तरबतर. नूर से भर गया है सारा शमा. नूर से भर गया है सारा शमा. Thank you all the eminent people for gracing this event. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring and motivational words. The Student Council is responsible for informing and notifying students, problem solving, and criticizing problematic situations within the system. It also works on the preparation of actual proposals for remedying such situation and disagreements.
What makes a student a good council member is being flexible and exhibiting the potential for leadership, displaying positive classroom behavior, having a genuine interest in the welfare of others, and consistently portraying qualities of responsibility, empathy, courage, integrity, and perseverance.
This session at TJS Aurangabad, the Student Council has been elected by the nominations filled up by the students through Google Form. The nominations were segregated by the investiture committee, and then the virtual interviews were conducted in the presence of Vice Principal Ma'am, committee members, and the coordinators. The contestants made their campaigning videos, and after the campaigning of 2 days, the voting took place through Google Form, where the students of grade 1 to 10 voted for the candidate.
It's a moment of pride for all of us to introduce you all with our newly elected apex body. The Student Council 2021-22 is all charged up to march ahead with dreams in their eyes and passion on their sleeves. The head boy for the academic session 2021-22 is Vedant Kulkarni, a student of grade 10, who is amicable and compassionate. Vedant has won many SOF medals like IEO, IMO, etc. He was selected 3 times for Viz National Spell Bee second level. He also went to Hyderabad for EduFest. He is the president of Public Relationships at Gavels Club, Aurangabad. He had won many speech competitions and debate competitions. Vedant is also a district level cricket player, have won many man of the match awards in a tournament where he was the leading run scorer. He managed to hit most numbers of 50s, 4s, and 6. Vedant has been a part of Apex body from past 2 years. Now, I request the parents of Vedant Kulkarni, Mrs. Vandana Anil Kulkarni, to pin the badge and Mr. Anil Ramakant Kulkarni to invest the sash. Thank you, sir and ma'am. Vedant, you there?
Jai Hind, sir. My name is Vedant Anil Kulkarni and I have been elected as the head boy for the Jain International School. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, Vedant. It's over to you.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chief Guest, Honorable President, Academic Council, CEO, JGI Group, Dr. Chandrasekhar DP, sir. Reverend Secretary, Academic Council, Dr. Mona Mehdi, ma'am, and all the distinguished guests. I humbly thank respected Vice Principal TJS, Ms. Shikha Srivastava, ma'am, sincere coordinators, persevering housemasters, hardworking investiture committee members, devoted educators, mentors, and all my dear friends. A leader is the one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. My name is Vedantarim Kulkarni, and I am a student of class 10B. It is an honor and privilege for me to be the head boy of the Jain International School. I promise you that I would take our school at the top position. I will complete all the promises that I made to you all. I will try my level best to take best out from you. I will be there available for you all 24/7. just a text away, and I will convey all your problems to the authority. I will see that our school is well disciplined. Now, at the last, I just want to say one thing, that thank you each and everyone who voted me, who thought that I'm responsible for this post. I want to thank the whole school fraternity for giving me such a great stage to show my leadership quality. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Vedant.
The head girl for the academic session 2021-22 is Sakshi Barate, a student of grade 10th. She is confident and smart. She had qualified exams like Homi Baba 2020-21, SLCIT Information Technology, Nalta CSAT Grand Finale, Ignited Mind Lab, and IICST Foundation for Class 10 2021. She has also learned basics of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Python. She's also a certified Python game developer 2020. She has contributed in team sports like Kho-Kho, relay, football, and cricket. She has secured first position in races of 50 meters and 100 meters. She has also won many handwriting competitions. She has worked for the cause and welfare of the handicapped doing voluntary work. Now, I request the parents of Sakshi Barate, Mrs. Kalpana Kalyan Barate, to pin the badge and Mr. Kalyan Raghunath Barate to invest the sash. I also request them to hand over the flag to her. Thank you, sir and ma'am.
Jai Hind. I am Sakshi Kalyan Barahate and I am the newly elected head girl of the school.
Congratulations, Sakshi. It's over to you, Sakshi.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chief Guest, Honorable President Academic Council, CEO of JGI Group, Dr. Chandrasekhar DP Sir, Reverend Secretary Academic Council, Dr. Mona Mehendi Ma'am, and all the distinguished guests. I humbly thank respected Vice Principal, Mrs. Shikha Srivastava Ma'am, sincere coordinators, persevering house masters, very hardworking investiture committee members, devoted educators, mentors, and all my friends for considering me to hold the position of head girl. Leadership is all about making others better as a result of your presence and making sure that the impact lasts in your absence. I am Sakshi Kalyan Barahate from grade 10C, representing myself as the head girl of Durjan International School, Aurangabad. I see this as an opportunity to inculcate values, discipline, and harmony amongst the students, an opportunity to lead by an example. I promise you all that I will fulfill my duties with my full honesty. My school's reputation shall be my first priority, and my duty shall be my honor. I pledge to abide by my duties. I refuse to be anything else but my best today and every day. I will prove to be the right choice for you all. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thank you, Sakshi.
The Cultural Secretary for the academic session 2021-22 is Yashraj Jogdan, a student of grade 9. He is a eloquent, intelligent, and a meritorious student. Yashraj was a member of the first batch of Gavel's Club Aurangabad. He has represented our school in inter-school dance competition. He has also represented our school 3 times in speech recitation competition. Many times received certificate in school CC activities. He was selected in school under 14 DSOT. Now, I request the mother of Yashraj Jogdan, Mrs. Indu Mahesh Jogdan, to pin the badge, invest the sash, and hand him over the flag. Thank you, ma'am.
Jai Hind sir, I am SR Dobran selected as Cultural Secretary for this year. To Honorable Chief Guest, Honorable President Academic Council CEO JJI Group, Dr. Chandrasekhar DP sir, Reverend Secretary Academic Council Dr. Mona Mehdi ma'am, and all the distinguished guests. I am filled with gratitude for the confidence that you have shown in me. I promise to deliver on my words and ensure that I uphold the sanctity of the title that you have bestowed upon me. I will use this medium of art and culture to bridge the differences. I will ensure that I work hard and I fulfill my duties. I humbly thank respected Vice Principal TJS Aurangabad, Mrs. Srika Srivastava ma'am, sincere coordinator, persevering housemasters, hardworking investiture committee member, devoted educators, and all my dear friends. Thank you.
Congratulations, Yashraj.
The sports captain for the academic session 2021-22 is Mranmay Tarak, a student of grade 9th. She is dynamic and agile. She went till state level of spellbee. She participated in many handwriting competitions also. She is also a table tennis gold medal winner at district level and have many medals in and out of the school in table tennis like Lokmat Championship, DSO, Pannala Nagar Championship, etc. She is also a basketball player at district level. She has also participated in many competitions like DSO, Khatkeshwar Championship, Devgiri Championship, etc. She has also won many prizes at inter-house competitions held by her school like cricket, table tennis, basketball, football, and volleyball. She has also participated in many debate competitions at inter-house level. She has won many prizes at Toastmasters session also. Now, I request the parents of Mrunmay Tarak, Mrs. Namrata Tarak to pin the badge and Mr. Ramesh Tarak to invest the sash. I also request them to hand over the flag to her. Thank you, ma'am.
Jai Hind, sir. This is Mrunmay Tarak, newly elected sports captain of the Jain International School.
Congratulations, Mrunmay. It's over to you, Mrunmay.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chief Guest, Honorable President Academic Council, CEO JGI Group, Dr. Chandrasekhar DP, sir, Reverend Secretary Academic Council, Dr. Mona Mehdi ma'am, and all the distinguished guests. It is indeed a proud moment for me to be elected as sports captain of this prestigious institution, and I am highly obliged. This school has given me a lot, and now it is time for me to serve this school and do everything to bring pride and honor to this institution. I'll make sure that I fulfill all your expectations and my responsibilities properly. I humbly thank Vice Principal TJS Aurangabad, Mrs. Shikha Srivastava ma'am, sincere coordinators, persevering house masters, hardworking investiture committee members, devoted educators, mentors, and my dear friends. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrunmay.
Heartiest congratulations to the newly elected Apex body members. We have immense faith in your capabilities, and we know that you will uphold the JGI philosophy in true spirit and will march ahead, taking its name to the pedestal of highest achievements and triumphs. Once again, congratulations and best wishes. Be spectacularly great at what you do. Wear your passion on your sleeve and hold your heart in the palm of your hand and work hard, really hard. Quote, unquote, Robin Sharma.
This is truly personified by a great trailblazer who's appropriately well for an accomplished administrator and a team leader with a proven track record in people, schools, and foundation management in a variety of settings.
A people and task-oriented individual with the ability to build strong relationships, committed to the highest levels of professional and personal excellence. One of the strongest pillars of JGI Group of Schools, a visionary, a far-sighted leader, an epitome of diligence and grace.
She is none other than the respected Secretary Academic Council, Dr. Mona Mehdi ma'am. Now may I humbly request respected ma'am to address the gathering. It's over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, and very good afternoon to our honorable chief guest for the occasion, Wing Commander UDK Kre, Chairman for TCH as well, respected CEO JGI Group and President of the Academic Council, Dr. Chandrasekhar DP, Joint Secretary Academic Council, Ms. Lalita Kosaraju, Ms. Shikha Srivastava, Vice Principal TGIS Aurangabad, Mr. Praveen Sharma, Principal JHCS Nagpur, Ms. Rahilat Basum, Principal JHCS Shamirpet, Mr. J. Mahesh, Headmaster JHCS Kondapur, Ms. Pooja, Center Manager Toddlers Aurangabad, my dear students, teachers, and parents. First of all, I might have a lag while I'll speak because there's been a power cut and somehow I have managed with the hotspot. So in case there is a lag, please feel free to unmute and tell so that I can switch off the camera. And if it is fine, it goes on perfectly well. So it's indeed a proud moment for all the newly elected young dynamic Apex body members who have been bestowed upon with the responsibility of leadership by their friends and teachers who have casted their votes and have trusted their abilities. All your, as you go ahead, you remember one thing. Whatever you do, your success will be incomplete if you don't have certain values which are mandatory. So as we move ahead, let me share a short story with you. Some of my colleagues have already heard it. There was a successful businessman who was growing old and he knew it was time to choose a successor to take over the business. Instead of choosing someone from his own family or his own cousins or siblings' children, he decided to do something different. He called for all the young executives in his company together. And he said that it's time for me to step down and choose the next CEO. I have decided to choose one amongst you. The young executives were shocked because it's unbelievable that someone from the family will not be the CEO and someone amongst them would be the CEO. The old man said that I'm going to give each one of you a seed today, a very special seed. I want you to plant the seed, water it, and come back to me after a year in the same place, in the same boardroom. Show me the plant that has grown out from that seed. I will then judge the plant that you bring, and the one I choose will be the next CEO. Interesting, very interesting. Everyone was excited, super excited. It was like a jackpot for them. There was also one man called Jim in that group. He too went home very happily and he told his wife the entire story. She helped him get a pot, got the manure, the soil, the compost, and they planted the seed. Every day he would water it and watch and see if it was growing well. After a few weeks, some of the other executives in the office began talking about the plants that were coming out from that seed. Jim used to get back home, check the pot, but he could see nothing coming out of it. Months, weeks, and days passed by, but there was nothing, no sign of any sapling coming out of that seed. Jim felt that, oh, it's his hard luck, it's a failure. Fine, that's it. 6 months went by, nothing came out in Jim's pot. And then everyone else was talking about the beautiful flowers which were coming out from the seeds that they had planted. Some had fruit-bearing plants. Everyone was happy, except for Jim. Anyhow, so Jim felt that, okay, fine, destiny is not in my hands and let it be and let me go ahead. So months, days, weeks passed by. And then this time came after a year when the CEO had asked the young executives to bring their plans for inspection. So the big day came and then everyone was super excited to get their pots back to the office. Jim, the evening before, went to his wife and he said, I'm not going to go to the office tomorrow. It's going to be so very embarrassing that, I mean, I go with an empty pot, whereas others are having beautiful plants and trees and from fruits and flowers in those pots, and I go with an empty pot. His wife said, it's fine, whatever is there. It's the fact is that nothing came out of that seed. I don't think that you should be not going to the office just because your pot is empty. Go and show this, whatever it is, the fact is fact. So you can take it. I don't think there's any harm. Anyhow, Jim also thought that, yeah, why to, not to go and show the fact. And he went to the office the next day. And he was so surprised to see the lovely plants, the beautiful flowers, and the fruits growing out of them. They were beautiful, amazing. So Jim put his empty pot in one corner, and some of his colleagues, just gave a look. Oh my God, what a failure, And some of them laughed. Some felt sorry for him. Then what happens is the CEO arrived, and then he was so happy and surprised to see the lovely plants from that seed which he has given them. So he said that now the time has come. I'm going to inspect all the pots, and then I'm going to see all the plants. And today one of you will be appointed the next CEO. And then while the CEO was going around and seeing the beautiful plants and the flowers and the fruits, he also spotted Jim standing in one corner with his empty pot. He asked Jim to come in front of the room. Jim was so embarrassed. He felt, oh my God, what am I going to show? The CEO knows that I'm a big failure. I have nothing in my pot. But still, order is order. So the CEO has asked, he went with his pot there. And then the CEO asked everyone to sit down, except for Jim. Oh, that was so frightening for Jim. He was feeling so humiliated. He said, oh my God, now what? And then the CEO looked at Jim, and then he announced to the young executives, behold, your next chief executive officer is Jim. Jim couldn't believe it. Neither did his colleagues. How could he be the new CEO? I mean, they were all shocked. Nothing came out of his pot. And look at it. The CEO is telling that he's the next CEO. Then the CEO told, 1 year ago, I gave you, every one of you, the seed. The best part of that seed was, it was boiled and it was dead. It was not possible to grow anything out of those seeds. All of you, except for Jim, have brought me trees and plants and flowers. When you found that the seed would not grow, you substituted it with something else with what I gave you. Jim is the only one who had the courage and honesty to bring me a pot with my seed in it. Therefore, he's the one who will be the new chief executive officer. If you plant honesty, you will reap trust. If you plant goodness, you will reap friends. If you plant humility, you will reap greatness. If you plant hard work, you will reap success. So be careful, dear students, what you plant now. It will determine what you will reap later. Integrity, believe it, you will grow. Leadership is about being of service to others, not being served by others. The supreme quality of leadership, which I feel is unquestionable integrity, honesty. Without it, no success is possible, no matter whether it's your online classes, your online exams, your offline test, a football match, or a real life situation. Keep this with you as an important trait of your personality. And trust me, there will not be any looking back for you. Once again, I congratulate each one of you on your success. I'm sure you would make your parents, teachers, friends, and your school proud by exhibiting these values and virtues in every walk of life. May God bless you all with a healthy, safe, long, and dignified life. Thank you. Over to you, the anchors.
Thank you, ma'am, for an insightful and motivational words.
It's rightly quoted that all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. TGIS Aurangabad believes in the holistic development of students and always strives to bring out the best among students by creative and fun-filled activities to hone one's skills and pursuits. The CCA department plays a pivotal role in drafting and designing these activities for us. This session, the CCA department comprises of Ms. Sunita Lokhande ma'am, Ms. Rupali Dhanedar ma'am, Ms. Niyati Marwa ma'am, Ms. Mansi Surarkar ma'am, Ms. Ruhina Sheikh ma'am, and Ms. Anam Mehfooz ma'am.
Now I request Ruhina ma'am and Rupali ma'am to take over. It's over to you, Ruhina ma'am.
Thank you so much, dear. Good afternoon, Honorable Chief Guest, Honorable CEO JGI Group, President Academic Council, Dr. Chandrasekhar DP Sir, Reverend Secretary Academic Council, Dr. Mona Mehdi Ma'am, respected Vice Principal TJIS Aurangabad, Mrs. Shikha Srivastava Ma'am, distinguished heads and eminent dignitaries. I'm profusely overjoyed to introduce our school houses. Aditya, which means the sun, green, the prosperity. It represents growth and harmony. Students of Aditya House are down to earth and responsible. Abhay means being fearless, being able to take up challenges and meet them in grandeur. Yellow symbolizes sunshine. Every student of Abhay House shines with the qualities of perseverance and faith in one another. Anant means unlimited, endless, and infinite. Color red is the symbol of love, courage, sacrifice, victory, and honor. Students of Anant House are the jacks of all trades, performing to the best of their abilities in sports and cultural events. Ashoka is named after India's greatest emperor, Ashoka. The students of Ashoka houses are known for their highly intellectual skills, stability, and unity, symbolizing the blue color. As the objective of TGIS Aurangabad is to involve each and every student so that they are a part and parcel of every activity, we have 4 junior and 4 senior house wardens to bring out the holistic development. I'm very privileged to reveal the names of these house wardens of 2021-22. Aditya House, Ms. Sangeeta Bokari and Ms. Paramjit Oberoi. Abhay House, Ms. Payal Mandal and Mr. Santosh Keche. Ananta House, Ms. Meeta Pause and Mr. Vivek Patre. Ashoka House, Ms. Ankita and Mr. Jayesh. I would now like to introduce the the senior house warden of Aditya House, Mrs. Paramjit Oberoi. Ma'am graduated in Arts and Literature and completed the Diploma in Education. Ma'am joined TGIS Aurangabad in the year 2014, owing an overall teaching experience of 2 decades. Ma'am also served TGIS Aurangabad as a head of English department for 2 years and a house in charge for the past 3 years. Her leadership and incessant mentoring have motivated the students to win the Cockhouse Award in 2019. Ma'am motivated and guided the students, won many Lokmat literary events and inter-school competitions. May I now request Paramjit ma'am to please introduce the junior and senior captains of Aditya House. It's over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ruhina ma'am, for such a wonderful introduction. Good afternoon, Honorable Chief Guest, Honorable President, Academic Council, CEO, JGI Group, Dr. Chandrasekhar DP Sir, Reverend Secretary, Academic Council, Dr. Mona Mehdi ma'am, respected Vice Principal, TGIS Aurangabad, Ms. Shikha Srivastava ma'am, distinguished heads and eminent dignitaries. I am Mrs. Paramjit, the house mistress of Aditya House. Aditya means the sun. Its green color symbolizes the prosperity dwelling on that. It gives me immense pleasure today to announce the house captains of Aditya House. The house captain of Aditya House for junior section for the year 2021-22 is Shivam Amol Pimple. Shivam is a student of grade 4. He is intelligent and multi-talented. He has wonderful skills in drawing. He is very confident and camera friendly. He has his own YouTube channel. He has good vocabulary and possesses great speaking skills. He has a sharp memory and could memorize well. Shivam has also received awards in handwriting competition thrice. He has won gold medals in IMO, NSO, IEO, IGKO Olympiad exams. He has crossed mega finale Spelby at national level. He has received a trophy and a gold medal in Spelby competition at state level. Now I request Shivam's father, Mr. Amol Pimple, to invest the sash and his mother, Mrs. Manjusha Pimple, to pin up the badge. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Congratulations, Shivam. I wish you all the best. May you be the best house captain. Over to you, Shivam.
Thank you, ma'am, for the introduction. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Shivam Amol Pimple, and I study in 4th E Ruby. I am the junior captain of Aditya House. Good afternoon, Honorable Chief Guest, Honorable President, Academic Council, CEO, JGI Group, Dr. Chandrasekhar DP Sir, Reverend Secretary, Academic Council, Dr. Mona Mehdi Ma'am, and all the distinguished guests. I humbly thank the respected Vice Principal, TJIS Aurangabad, Mrs. Shikha Srivastava Ma'am, preserving house masters, sincere coordinators, hard-working investiture committee members, devoted educators, mentors, and all my dear friends for considering me to hold the position of junior captain of Aditya House. I feel very lucky to be chosen as the junior captain of Aditya House. For this, I want to thank the respected vice principal, the respected coordinators, and my dear house mistress for believing in me and giving this wonderful opportunity. I will always coordinate at Aditya House with senior captain and lead Aditya House at junior level. I will make sure and try that the students of Aditya House will shine always. Thank you.
Thank you, Shivam, and congratulations once again. I am highly privileged to announce that the house captain of Aditya House for senior section for the year 2021-22 is Adya Gokhale. Adya is a student of grade 10. She is a decent and well-behaved girl. She possesses leadership qualities. She has a lot of patience and is very kind to all. She has a beautiful handwriting and has a lot of general knowledge. She has received many prizes for story writing and was qualified for Spelby competition at state level. Her hobbies are drawing, art and craft, and dancing. She has been pursuing her Bharatnatyam classes since 2 years. She's a good basketball player. She has been to state level basketball championship. Now I request Adya's mother, Dr. Pallavi Arun Gokhale, to invest the sash and pin up the badge.
Jai Hind, sir. I am Adya Gokhale and I have been chosen as the senior house captain for Aditya House.
Congratulations, Adya. Over to you, Adya.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chief Guest, Honorable President Academic Council, CEO JGI Group, Dr. Chandrasekhar DP Sir, Reverend Secretary Academic Council, Dr. Mona Mehdi Ma'am, and all the distinguished guests. I feel very fortunate to be chosen as the captain of Aditya House. For this, I want to thank our respected Vice Principal Ma'am, our respected coordinators, and my dear house mistress for believing in me and giving me this wonderful opportunity. I will do complete justice with my post. I will be fair, cooperative, and support all the students of my house and give them equal opportunities to participate in various events. I will also try to come up with new and fun-filled activities. I humbly thank respected Vice Principal TGIS Aurangabad, Mrs. Shikha Srivastav Ma'am, sincere coordinators, preserving house masters, hardworking investiture committee members, devoted educators, mentors, and my dear friends. Thank you.
Congratulations once again, Adya. And I strongly believe that both the house captains of Aditya House will always lead their house perfectly. They will motivate and support the students of Aditya House to win all the events, as they both are very confident and positive by nature. Thank you. Over to you, Ruhina ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I would now like to introduce the Senior House Warden of Abhay House, Mr. Santosh S. Keche. Sir post-graduated in Arts and Literature and completed the Diploma in Education. Sir joined TJIS Aurangabad in the year 2015, owing a comprehensive teaching experience of 19 years. So also served TJIS Aurangabad as a head of Marathi department and as a house in charge for the past 3 years. So has received the Best Teacher Award by the Giants Group in 2005. And being the Guru of Music, Sir was awarded as the Music Guru by Nad Brahma Sangeet Vidyalay, Waluj in 2008. May I now request Santosh Sir to please introduce the junior and senior captain of Abhay House. It's over to you, sir.
Santosh sir, you're not audible. Could you please unmute yourself? Sir, I'm afraid you're still not audible.
Mr. Santosh, remove the headphones from your mobile, please.
No, sir, you're still not audible.
Sir, I think you have not disconnected the Bluetooth from the headphones.
Santosh, you're not audible. Santosh, you just join again, maybe. Yes, move out and join again. Yes, Ruhina, you can move ahead. Ruhina, move ahead and then again you will introduce. Going back again.
Shall I move to the next
ahead.
house?
Yes, next house, please.
Rupali ma'am?
Yeah, thank you, Rohina ma'am. Great leaders don't set out to be a leader. They set out to make a difference. It's never about the role. It's always about the goal. Good afternoon. I take the opportunity to welcome all the distinguished guests on this special occasion of the Investiture Ceremony of the Jain International School, Aurangabad. I, Mrs. Rupali Dhanedar, on behalf of our school Vice Principal Ma'am, Mrs. Shikha Srivastava, all educators, parents, and students, I would like to give a gracious welcome to you all, a traditional feature of the Jain International School and eagerly awaited by all the students of the school. Years after years, it reminds us the trust and the confidence that we repose in our newly elected cabinet. Stepping forward, now I would like to reveal the name of House Warden of Ananta House. His pleasing personality and charming smile impress each individual who comes in contact with him. He idolizes and wishes to be a man of values. He is absolutely true to the Henley's word. I am the master of my fate and the captain of my soul. And he is none other than Mr. Vivek Patre. Mr. Vivek did his master degree in MSc Computer Science, also pursuing B.Ed. He is a passionate sports person and was voted the best kabaddi player in SB High School. He won number of prizes in inter-school kabaddi tournaments. Give a big round of applause for Mr. Vivek. I wish him good luck. Now I would like to call Mr. Vivek to reveal the names of his junior and senior house captains. Mr. Vivek, over to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such a wonderful introduction of mine. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Honorable Chief Guest, Honorable President, Academic Council, CEO, JJI Group, Dr. Chandrasekhar DP Sir, Reverend Secretary, Academic Council, Dr. Mona Mehdi ma'am, respected Vice Principal, Aurangabad, all the distinguished center heads, guests, and my dear teachers and students. Being the house master of the Anant House, it gives me great happiness to introduce the junior and the senior house captains of the Anant House for the year 2021-22. Ananta means unlimited, endless, and infinite in Hindu tradition. The word Ananta is related to Lord Vishnu and Brahma, the creator of entire universe with countless planets and stars. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna is known as Anant. In the same way, the students of the Anant house are going to shine like the stars in every aspect of their life. Now, I would like to introduce the house captains of Anant house. The newly elected house captain from primary section of the Anant house is the amicable and courteous student of grade 4th, that is Master Atharva Vadgiri. He has successfully participated and represented the school at various competitions. He reached the level 3 of Spell B competition. He grabbed a gold medal in IMO as well as a silver medal in NSO in grade 3. He also participated in science exhibition in TGS and secured second rank in grade 2. He succeeded to be the first rank holder in fancy dress competition in grade 1 as well as in grade 2. His lovely presence and innocent nature makes him different in all. He possesses strong determination to be successful in every aspect of his school life. I wish him great success. Now, I would like to request the parents of Atharva, Dr. Shiv Vadgiri and Dr. Shraddha Vadgiri, to pin up the badge and invest the sash. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. Congratulations, Atharva. Over to you, Atharva.
Jai Hind, sir. Hello everyone, my name is Atharva Shivatkire and I am newly elected Junior House Captain of Ananta House. Thank you. Good afternoon, Honorable Chief Guest, Honorable President, Academic Council, CEO, JJI Group, Dr. Chandrasekhar DP Sir, respected Secretary, Academic Council, Dr. Mona Mehdi ma'am, and all the distinguished guests. I humbly thank respected Vice Principal, TJS Aurangabad, Mrs. Shikha Srivastava ma'am, sincere coordinators, preserving housemasters, hardworking investiture committee members, devoted educators and mentors, and my dear friends. for considering me to hold the position of Senior Captain of Ananta House. I may fall short of words to express my emotion and gratitude for the opportunity I have received to be the house captain of Ananta House. Thank you, Vivek sir, for giving me this opportunity. I assure you that I will discharge my duties and responsibilities as the house captain. I promise that I will do my service to the best I can. I again extend my sincere thanks to Vice Principal, ma'am, coordinators, house masters, and educators. Thank you.
Congratulations, Atharva, once again. Now, I would like to introduce the senior house captain of Anant House. The newly elected secondary house captain of Anant House is the devoted and hardworking student of grade 10th, that is Miss Kinchal Panchal. She has proudly represented the school at various competitions. She endears everyone with her sweetness and innocence, but at the same time possesses rock-solid determination to excel in every walk of life. She is a vice president education of Gavels Club. She is also a Bharatnatyam dancer. Her exceptional oratory skills have earned her the respect of one and all. I wish her a grand success. Now, I would like to request the parents of Kinjal, Mr. Krishna Panchal and Mrs. Sheetal Panchal Lulekar to pin up the badge and invest the sash.
हजारों यूट्यूब पर देख रहे हैं हमको.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. Congratulations, Kinjal. Over to you, Kinjal.
Jai Hind. I am Kinjal Panchal, newly elected the senior house captain of Anant House. Good evening, honorable chief guests, honorable president, academic council, CEO, JGI Groups, Dr. Chandrasekhar DP sir, Reverend Secretary, Academic Council, Dr. Mona Mehdi ma'am, and all the distinguished guests. I humbly thank respected Vice Principal, TCS Aurangabad, Shikhar Srivastava ma'am, sincere coordinators, persevering house masters, all the hardworking investiture committee members, devoted educators, mentors, and all my dear schoolmates. Anand, I am endlessly jubilant to serve the school as the senior house captain of Anant House. I am grateful that the school authorities rely on me. Sincere thanks to Vivek sir for giving me this golden opportunity. I affirm that all the roles and responsibilities would be well executed by me. My agenda is that the Anant House students excel in all of their fields, be it sports, academics, or arts. Because I believe all-round education is the passport for tomorrow, and for tomorrow comes to those who prepare for it today. I'll help the students to be creative, attentive, and cooperative. My first duty shall be the school. My first priority shall be the school. Thank you.
Congratulations, Kinchal, once again. I wish all the best to both of my house captains. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. Over to you, Rupali, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Vivek sir. Now I would like to introduce the newly appointed house warden of Ashoka House. He is a multifaceted personality who believes that success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. He is a passionate learner with the potential of breathing life into his aspirations. And he is none other than Mr. Jayesh Rege. Mr. Jayesh has completed his education in B. Anil in Electronics and Communications. He is a proud winner of Speed Cubing Marathon. He is a current National Limca Book record holder for speed cubing. He represented our country in year 2015 for speed cubing. He aspired in solving cubes, reading books, playing cricket, and gardening. Good luck, Mr. Jayesh. Now I would like to call Mr. Jayesh to reveal the names of his junior and senior house captains. Over to you, Mr. Jayesh.
Thank you so much, Rupali ma'am, for that lovely introduction. Good afternoon, Honorable Chief Guest, Honorable President, Academic Council, CEO, JGI Group, Dr. Chandrasekhar DP, sir. Reverend Secretary, Academic Council, Dr. Mona Mehdi, ma'am. Honorable Joint Secretary, Academic Council, Lalita Kosaraju, ma'am. Respected Vice Principal, TJS Aurangabad, Ms. Shikha Srivastava, ma'am. Distinguished heads and eminent dignitaries. Ashoka, which is named after India's greatest emperor Ashok, who ruled almost all the Indian subcontinent. The Ashoka house is represented by color blue, the perception of which is evoked by light having a spectrum dominated by energy. It also symbolizes freedom, strength, and new beginnings. It's my sheer pleasure to be the house master of this Ashoka house. Now, I would like to reveal the name of the junior captain of Ashoka House. She is enviable and awe-inspiring. Miss Swara Mure from grade 4. She stood first in playgroup. She has been a part of choir group TJS Aurangabad. She is proactive and participates in all the cultural activities. She has a great academic record too. Now, I would kindly request her father, Mr. Sagar Mure, to invest the sash and her mother, Mrs. Angha Mure, to pin up the badge. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir. Over to you, Swara.
I'm selected as the junior captain of Ashoka House. Good afternoon, everyone. Honorable Chief Guest, Honorable President, Academic Council, CEO, JJI Group, Dr. Chandrasekhar DP, Sir, Reverend Secretary, Academic Council, Dr. Mona Mehdi, Ma'am, and all the distinguished guests. I humbly thank respected Vice Principal TJS Aurangabad, Ms. Shikha Srivastava, Ma'am, sincere coordinator, persevering housemaster, hardworking investiture committee member, devoted educators and mentors, and my dear friends, for considering me to hold the position of junior captain of Ashoka House. Thank you, Jai sir, for appointing me as a junior captain of Ashoka House. In this era of new normal, everything is taking place at virtual platform. This will increase my responsibility as the house captain, but I can assure you all that I will carry all my duties and responsibilities to the best of my ability and for the betterment of my house and school as a whole. I again want to thank Vice Principal Ma'am, all three coordinators, housemasters, and teachers. Thank you for giving me this golden opportunity. Have a nice day.
Jayesh sir, please unmute yourself.
Congratulations to Ms. Swara once again, and I wish you all the success. And now the newly elected senior house captain of the Ashoka House is Ms. Namita Taur Patil from grade 9. She is adroit and magnanimous. She has brought laurels to the school by grabbing the district level winnership of TCS exam in the year 2018. She is also actively associated with TJIS Aurangabad Gavels Club since 2019 and a state level chess player. She aspires to be a great house captain. I wish her a grand success. Now, I would kindly request her father, Mr. Rajendra Taur Patil, to invest the sash and her mother, Mrs. Manisha Taur Patil, to pin up the badge.
Jai Hind. I'm Namita Taur, Senior Captain of Ashoka House. Good afternoon, Honorable Chief Guest, Honorable President Academic Council, CEO, JGI Group, Dr. Chandrasekhar DP Sir, Reverend Secretary Academic Council, Dr. Mona Mehdi Ma'am, and all the distinguished guests. I humbly thank respected Vice Principal, TJS Aurangabad, Ms. Shikha Srivastava Ma'am, sincere coordinators, perceiving house masters, hardworking investiture committee members, devoted educators, mentors, and my dear friends for considering me to hold the position of Senior Captain of Ashoka House. I may fall short of words to express my emotions and gratitude for the opportunity I have received to be the House Captain of Ashoka House. Thank you, Jay Sir, for giving me this opportunity. I assure you that I will discharge my duties and responsibilities as the House Captain. I will do my service to the best that I can. I again extend my sincere thanks to Vice Principal Ma'am, House Masters, Coordinators, and Educators for instilling your trust in me. As our color blue symbolizes unity, I will make sure that our house works together as one and our achievements will be its byproduct. Thank you.
Congratulations to Ms. Namita once again. Thank you. Over to you, Rupali ma'am.
Thank you so much, Jayesh sir. Rohina ma'am, over to you.
I now request Santosh sir to please reveal the names of the junior and senior house captains of Abhay House. Over to you, sir.
So you are not audible.
Sir, your voice is not coming.
Captain of Abhay House from the primary section is amicable and courteous Moksha Barmecha. Moksha is studying in 4th grade. She is fond of animals and loves to collect information about various animals. She is also an avid reader and her hobbies include singing and dancing. She is an athletic and sports lover. Her favorite subjects are maths and English. Now I kindly request the parents of Moksha, Mr. Anand Barmecha and Mrs. Harsha Barmecha, to pin up the badge and invest the sash to our primary house captain, Moksha. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. Over to you, Moksha.
Good afternoon, all the honorable dignitaries, honorable chief guests. I am Moksha Barmecha. I would like to thank from the bottom of my heart to respected Vice Principal TJIS Aurangabad, Ms.
Deepika Srivastava ma'am, respected coordinators, respected house master, devoted educators and mentors, and my dear friends, for considering me to hold the position of junior captain of Abhay House. Thank you, Santosh sir, for appointing me as the junior captain of Abhay House. I can assure you all that I'll carry my duties and responsibilities to the best of my ability and for the betterment of my house. I again want to thank you all. Thank you for giving me this golden opportunity.
The senior captain for Abhay House this year is devoted and hardworking Darshan Patil. Darshan studies in 10th grade. He is interested in automobile engineering and is fond of cars. He is an avid reader too. He is interested in politics and his favorite subjects are SST and math. He is a Kabaddi and Kho-Kho champion and has received multiple inter-school awards for the same. I now request the parents of Darshan, Mr. Manoj Patil and Mrs. Rohini Patil, to pin up the badge and invest the sash to our senior house captain, Darshan. I also request the parents that please hand over the house flag. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir. It's over to you, Darshan.
Darshan, please unmute yourself.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Thank you for electing me as a house captain. Good afternoon, Honorable Chief Guest, Honorable President, Academic Council CEO, JJ Group, Dr. Chandrasekhar DP Sir, Reverend Secretary, Academic Council, Dr. Mona Mehdi Ma'am, and all the distinguished guests. I humbly respect Vice Principal TJIS Aurangabad, Ms. Shikha Srivastava Ma'am, sincere coordinator, persevering housemaster, hardworking investiture committee member, devoted educators and mentors, and my dear friends. A very good afternoon, one and all present over here. I am Darshan Patil from class 10A, the captain of Abhay House. As the captain, I would love to lead my house at all the times whenever they need me. I will help and encourage the members of my house at the times of need. The personality of house captain is the one I have always wanted to instill in me. As the captain, I will make sure that our house will work as one and our achievements will be by its product. I promise that I will do my service to the best that I can. Thank you.
Once again, congratulations to Moksha and Darshan. I'm sure that both the captains will carry out their duties with integrity, faith, and excellence. Congratulations, Moksha. Congratulations, Darshan. Good luck and thank you. Over to you, Rupali ma'am.
Thank you so much, Rohina ma'am. Once again, I congratulate each and every member of a council. Dear council members, be the voice of the students' body and learn the true essence of a leadership. You people need to be humble and remain in gratitude because you are on the threshold of new beginning, values, and efforts that you have imbibed from the school will guide you forever in your lives. At the last, I just want to say, true leaders don't create the followers, they create more leaders. Thank you so much, respected Vice Principal ma'am and coordinators. Now I would like to request Ishita to take over.
Thank you, Rupali ma'am. A true leader has the confidence to stand alone, the courage to make tough decisions, and the compassion to listen to the needs of others. He does not set out to be a leader, but becomes one by the quality of his actions and the integrity of his intent. Quote, unquote, Douglas MacArthur.
This stands true for the man who strides the ship of JGI schools efficiently, giving an edge to the teaching learning process through his sharp and far-sighted vision and his outstanding organizational skills. He is none other than but the Honorable President Academic Council, CEO JGI Group, Dr. Chandrasekhar DP Sir. May I solemnly request respected sir to kindly address us with his words of wisdom. It's over to you, sir.
Good afternoon. Today's chief guest, Sri Wing Commander UD Kekreji, Vice Principal of the Jain International School, Aurangabad, Mrs. Shika Srivastava, Center Manager for our Jain Toddlers Wing at Aurangabad, Mrs. Pooja, my colleagues in this entire academic council and administration and leadership, Secretary Ms. Dr. Mona Mehdi and Mrs. Lalita Kosaraju, all the other principals, leaders, and well-wishers who have joined here of the JGI family, the parents who have joined on this particular meeting room, as well as who are viewing us at the live stream on the social media platform, staff members of the Jain International School Aurangabad family, and the leaders in the making, the apex body members who, with great pride, as I was witnessing since the last 1 hour, the great pride with which you saluted the people, accepted the responsibilities, and also committed with great pride to serve your friends and your fellow students at the school. At the outset, let me tell you this, it has been a great learning for me when I sit here and attend these online programs. Learning in terms of, number one, parents are really partners in our progress. I mean, thanks to the pandemic, we can see parents hand in hand with the children. We can see parents putting those badges, sashes, and handing over that flag, which is a symbolic responsibility of leadership. And no school, I'm sure our chief guest and all the other learned individuals here will agree with me, no school is or can operate in isolation. Every school is a microcosm of the entire society in itself. And all of us will have to join hands for one single objective, and that objective being the benefit of the child, the growth and development of the child, the true progress of the child. And let me tell you this, at this point in time, we should first of all and fundamentally understand the difference between education and qualification. Because qualification can run into pages, but education is never ending. You can tell about anybody in the first few seconds of your interaction, and that does not come by the degrees they carry next to their name. It is the true meaning of education. So children, as you are going into the next phase of your life, especially the apex body members, I would like to tell you only one thing. Education is much larger, much bigger, much important than your mere qualification. You may go on to become whatever you want to become, medicine, engineering, or becoming a lawyer or a sportsman or a scientist or a researcher, journalist, photographer, anything. Those are all qualifications you gather as you go along. But true meaning of education is your entire personality. True meaning of education is the character you carry along when you move and interact with people in the real world. So please focus on that. I am not a expert to talk to you on discipline or leadership because we have our chief guest who has done decades of service both at the defense level, that is at the national level in Air Force, as well as in the society. So I will leave that to be spoken by the chief guest, where he can share his life's journey and experiences so that all of us can learn from that wealth of wisdom. But I would like to tell you one thing and only one thing before I hand it back to the organizers. COVID pandemic has created a lot of reflection in me and at large in the entire community. In fact, the last 15 months is not easy for anybody by any stretch of imagination because we have seen things and learned things the hard way. Especially in educational sector, it is not an easy journey at all. However, even in spite of the pandemic, even in spite of those lull and slow movements, one thing which caught my attention is what I'm going to share with you. And that reinvigorated the hope in my heart that life is still beautiful. This is a story which happened in my own community where I live in Hyderabad. And this is a story which belongs to two of my neighbors. One of my neighbor is a medical doctor, a middle-aged man around 38, 39 years of age, and he used to work and he continues to work in a nearby hospital, a private hospital. He was having his parents and also his grandmother. His grandmother is quite old, around 80 years plus, and his parents were around 65, 66, or around 55, 60, around that age. Last year, that is at the beginning of the pandemic, around February, March 2020, unfortunately, he lost both his parents due to an accident. So he now is surviving only with his grandmother, who is 80. Now, as we all know, that once the pandemic increased its vengeance on the humanity, things became really, really tough, especially in the last 6 months. And people in Maharashtra can understand that there have been cycles of pandemics coming back to back. Now, when that happened, all of us were getting scared and worried about him because he's a doctor and he's every day exposed. People like us are limited and restricted to our house. We don't go out, but he has to go out to the hospital daily and come back, which for us was a risky thing because he's coming back into the community and he may create infection or the risk of infection. Also, another problem was his grandmother was not young anymore. She was 80 plus, and he's running a risk of his grandmother getting infected. So this was going on in the back of our mind. This is the story of one of the neighbor. Let me talk to you about the other neighbor. Another neighbor is a young boy. I think he should be around 21, 22 years old. He could not go to his native place thanks to the lockdown. Everything came on us overnight and he could not travel. He was stagnated here and his parents live in his native in Andhra Pradesh. So he was staying here, and this boy, like us, was confined to our homes. We used to sit inside, we used to do everything from our homes, not step out and only go to buy those little essentials like milk or bread or provisions and come back. Now, when this entire pandemic was going on, all of us were worried about the doctor and the grandmother, and actually speaking, scared about the doctor, and we did not know what to do. In fact, things got really bad. Some of the people in the community started fighting with the doctor and telling him to shift out of this place so that the community is safe and taken care of. While some of us could not speak anything and we kept quiet and we tried to empathize and sympathize, but we didn't have a solution. It went to such an extent that the residents here went to the extent of complaining against the doctor to the nearby police station. where they said, you know what, this person is not only risking his grandmother, but is also risking all of us. And we have children, we have got young people, old people, and we don't want to take risk. The doctor did not know anything. He was just coming out of his tragedy of losing his parents, and he has his grandmother, and he used to go and do and serve the people outside. Nothing could be understood at that point of time, and no one knew what to do. But at that time, this young little boy, who was my neighbor, volunteered. He said, you know what? I will move into your house. I will take care of your grandmother. She's like my grandmother. I will take care of her. You go into my house and stay in isolation. And the next 6 months, the boy did that, and he took care of the grandmother. And now, of course, everything is fine and they're back to their homes. But that 6 months taught me a great lesson. That gesture of this boy saying, you know, I will take care of your grandmother, and she is almost like my grandmother. So don't worry about it. And you stay outside and stay separately. You quarantine yourself so that the community will not get risk or whatever it is. That showed me one simple thing and taught me a great lesson, that true leaders don't have any qualification, don't need any qualification. True leaders don't need any position. True leaders don't need anybody's respect to be called a leader. True leader is in your heart, is in your mind, and true leadership is in the style with which you approach humanity around you. Children, we all pray. When we are taught prayers, we say, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. We say humanity is but one religion. We say, let all of us, irrespective of their caste, creed, religion, gender, let them be safe, let them be fine, let them be taken care of. That is all words. The true leadership is in action. And action is like that boy who said, I will take care of your grandmother and you stay safe so that the problem is solved. Leadership is not problem solving. Leadership is character building along with problem solving. Leadership is being an example along with problem solving. So I think that is the lesson which we all can take off. And this is a true story which happened in my neighborhood. I mean, one house here and one house there, and I'm sitting in the center without any solution, and life taught me this lesson. Right? I think that's the message I want to give you. And forget about Hyderabad and my life. Look at your own life. I mean, look at Aurangabad school. Last 15 months was not easy. And in fact, even now it is not easy, because there is a set of parents who believe that we are here and not serving them the way we should be serving them. But there are a majority of parents who believe that we are there and we are doing our best. In fact, day before yesterday, I think Monday, I attended a PTA meeting of Aurangabad, where parents were answering other parents as to how we are supporting the child and supporting the staff and supporting the parent community. Now, that's an argument for a different day and a discussion for a different day. But if you look at it, I take lesson from there. There are some set of parents who believe that we can look at solution. But there are some set of parents, although minority, handful of around 5 to 7 people. Aurangabad is a big school with 1,800 students, and in that around 1,500, 1,600 people are looking at solution. But there are 5 to 7 parents, or set of parents, handful, are looking at problems. I was reminded of that story which happened in my house, nearby in my house. Community was looking at problem. How can we throw this doctor away? How can we remove this fellow from this place and be safe? How can we take care of ourselves rather than taking care of him? But there was one young boy who came up with a solution where he said, no, you don't have to remove the doctor. You don't have to go to the police station for solution. You don't have to go to the third party for solution. It is our own community. I will give the solution, or I can add to the solution, and we are interested in the solution. And that's how the solution came out. So children, friends, and family who are watching this, who are listening to me, my sincere submission to all of you, and my message on today's investiture ceremony, the 11th investiture ceremony of the Aurangabad school, is only one thing. We all have to be leaders, and we don't need titles to become leaders. We all are leaders, and we don't need qualification to become leaders. True education is about character. True education is about personality. True education is about problem solving with character. So keep this in mind and go forward. I'm sure all of you will make us proud. your parents proud, your city proud, your state proud, your society proud, and at large the country proud. We have full hopes. I don't worry about your marks in the marks report, whether it is online education, offline education. Remember this line from Swami Vivekananda: if wealth is lost, nothing is lost. If health is lost, something is lost. But if character is lost, everything is lost. So keep that in mind and keep going forward in life. All the very best and thank you.
Thank you, sir, for stimulating and enlightening words.
An oath is spoken out loud in front of other people who can see and hear what is done and said. When a person swears an oath, they often show that the oath is very important to them by calling God to see and remember the promise, and to show that the promise is true and that it cannot be taken back later. Now, I request our distinguished Honorable Chief Guest, Wing Commander UD Kekre sir, to lead the Student Council in swearing in by taking the oath to stick to the responsibilities and roles being conferred upon them. It's over to you, sir. So I would like to request you to kindly unmute.
So kindly unmute.
Can you stop?
Yeah, now.
Yes.
No. Yes,
Yes.
okay.
Yes, sir.
I'll say, I will read it out and you will repeat it. We, the apex body member,
We, the apex body members,
in the name of God,
in the name of God,
solemnly pledge ourselves to uphold the principles and dignity
uphold the principles and dignity
of our school
of our school
and work relentlessly to achieve academic excellence and bring good name to our school.
and bring good name to our school.
We assure that
We assure that
we will take part in academics,
we will take part in academics,
non-academics,
non-academics,
and social activities
and social activities
to preserve and protect
to preserve and protect
the rich cultural heritage
the rich cultural heritage
of our school
of our school
and our motherland.
and our motherland.
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
The supreme quality for leadership is unquestionably integrity. Without it, no real success is possible, no matter whether it is on a section gang, a football field, in an army, or in an office. Quote unquote by Dwight D. Eisenhower. This stands true for the distinguished and honorable Chief Guest Wing Commander UD Kekre sir. Sir is an ex-Air Force officer. Sir is an aeronautical engineer also. Sir did his B from NIT Bhopal. Sir had served in many operational units all over the country. He has also involved in research and development projects with HAL Hyderabad. His work was highly appreciated and awarded by the highest authority of Indian Air Force. He took premature retirement after serving for 25 years in Air Force. May I humbly request the Honorable Chief Guest to address the gathering. It's over to you, sir.
Now, on the offset, I congratulate participants who have just taken the oath. Remember it, my dear boys, girls, and my friends, the taking oath is not only verbal oath, but you have taken the mental responsibility of being a leader. And being a leader, just now you heard Dr. Chandrasekhar, is not, it doesn't require anything, but it requires your passion, your will for the improvement of the society. The school has given you a great opportunity and is given a great responsibility of creating something new for your school. Remember it, you boys, when you pass out from the school, leave your footprints. People should remember you. And this particular chance is given to you by your school authorities. Make use of it and try to create new things, try to develop new things, and try to develop new ideas in the school, in the academics, in the social circle, or anywhere in this particular life. As a leader and as an excellent person, you are a role model for your juniors. Is a very, very important. We in the defense services, and when you join as an officer, you are supposed to be the leader of the people, not only in the knowledge, but in all physical activities also. If there is a running, you have to be on the top. You have to be a role model to your juniors. You have to inspire them for the betterment, and you cannot afford to do the mistakes. You cannot be a casual person once you become a leader, and that opportunity has already given to you by your teachers, by your management, by your school. Dr. Chandrasekhar has given a very good experience during this pandemic, how the people are utilizing it, how the people have changed. Now, this is a new situation which has come into your life. We lived for last 50 years, but we have never faced it. You have at this young age faced this and come out of it now. Make use of this particular opportunities. Opportunities, they come rarely. There are many, but in your life it will come. So the school, the chance the school has given it, please ensure it that don't forget one thing. You are not the only leader of today. You are the leader of students today. You are the leader of tomorrow's. You are going to be a citizen of India. Many of you will be eligible for the voting, in the next next election. These, all the things keeping in view. Remember that you have to do excellent for yourself, for your school, and for the nation. That is what is the teaching. We get it in the defense. And that is the teaching you should have it yourself. That the country is the first. But for that, you should be very clear about your ideas. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity for speaking. Jai Hind. Bye.
Thank you, sir, for your enthusiastic and inspirational words.
Now, I request our newly appointed head boy, Vedant Kulkarni, to propose the vote of thanks.
I am humbled and privileged to propose a vote of thanks as the head boy of the Jain International School. On behalf of the entire JJI group, I am thankful to each and everyone who is present for this event. Every successful journey comes to a beautiful end. And here we come to the end of the 11th Investiture Ceremony of the Jain International School, Aurangabad. With heartfelt gratitude and reverence, I humbly accord thanks to the respected Chief Guest, Wing Commander U.D. Kekre Sir, for consenting to be the Chief Guest for the event and for gracing us. My humble gratitude goes to our respected President, Academic Council, Dr. Chandrasekhar DP Sir, whose vision and everlasting support has made today's event possible. Thank you, sir. We are all obliged to you. I solemnly thank respected Secretary, Academic Council, Dr. Mona Mehdi Ma'am, for gracing the event with a gracious presence. My heartfelt gratitude goes to the respected Vice Principal, Ms. Shikha Srivastava Ma'am, under whose supervision and leadership this event could ensue and took shape. Her leadership and farsightedness has always been exemplary for all of us and gives us confidence to propel towards success. I thank all the distinguished and eminent guests, Joint Secretary Ms. Lalita Kosaraju ma'am, Principal Nagpur Mr. Praveen Sharma sir, Principal Shamirpet Ms. Rahila Tabassum ma'am, Headmaster Kondapur Mr. G. Mahesh sir, Center Manager Jain Toddlers Aurangabad Ms. Pooja Karwa ma'am, Jain Toddlers Bits Center Manager Ms. Subbu Lakshmi ma'am, for your presence. Any event does not get executed without the hard work and toil of the people behind the curtain, who relentlessly work day in and day out in order to make the event a great success. Hence, I thank all those who have been an integral part of this journey, right from rehearsals, training, instructing, and grooming. My heartfelt gratitude goes to the senior coordinator, Ms. Durga Singnapurkar ma'am, for regularly coordinating and grooming the students. I humbly thank middle school coordinator, Ms. Dipti Saraf ma'am, for the final evaluation of the results. My heartfelt gratitude goes to the junior school coordinator, Ms. Yogita Gharotkar ma'am, for coordinating with the team and working for the PowerPoint presentation. I humbly thank the Investiture Committee members, Ms. Tarannum Sheikh ma'am and Ms. Rutuja Zadhav ma'am, who took the care of all the proceedings, nominations, interviews, campaigning, and elections under their expertise. I thank Ms. Ruhina Sheikh ma'am for the maneuvering of the PPT along with Rupali Dhanender ma'am for steering the event. I will fill in my duties if I would not thank all the house wardens who relentlessly work with house captains in order to bring out best among them. My gratitude goes to the Vice Principal ma'am for grooming Ishita and Harshit for comparing who manualed the whole event smoothly and confidently. So thank you Ishita and thank you Harshit. My gratitude goes to Mr. Arun Kaide sir for making beautiful card and bouquet for the chief guest. My humble thanks goes to Mr. Praful Boyal sir for adding aesthetic flair to the ceremony by the beautiful creatives, invitations, and program schedule. My acknowledgement goes to our worthy music educator, Mr. Shankar Vidhate sir, who relentlessly work hand in hand with their students in order to bring up the musical tones higher by composing English JGI song. I will be failing in if I will not acknowledge our sports educator, Mr. Rahul Sriram sir, for grooming the students for the event. My humble thanks goes to Mr. Santosh Shukla sir for the technical assistance for providing us the platform on Zoom and on YouTube. I thank all the Apex body members and the student council members of the year 2021-22 for their wholehearted and cooperation for this and participation. I thank all the hardworking, persevering educators, mentors, and CC in charges. I acknowledge all the parents for their constant support, for motivating us, encouraging us, and showing faith in us, and who are present for this event. Best wishes. We all will meet again soon. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, Vedant. And now I request all of you to kindly raise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधितरङ्गा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you so much, everyone, and have a nice weekend.
Shika madam, Apex body members photograph.
Yes, yes. Ishita, are you there? I think electricity has gone, power cut here. Yes,
Yes.
all of you, please show yourselves on the screen. All the Apex body members, all of you, please show yourselves on the screen. Open the door.
Santosh, please take the picture.
Children, please switch on your cameras, all of you.
All of you, please.